Bears head coach Matt Nagy made a change under center in Week 3, benching Mitch Trubisky, playing Nick Foles. Foles gets the nod in Week 4. It'll be against a familiar face. With more, here's our very own Stacey Dales. Hey, Stacey, it's time for today's wake-up call presented by Verizon.
Quarterback Nick Foles will make his first start as a Chicago Bear on Sunday against the Colts, and will do so, of course, against his 2017 Eagles offensive coordinator, Colts head coach Frank Reich. The two won Super Bowl 52 together, and they truly share a uniquely special bond. Foles was asked on Wednesday just what kind of impact Reich has had on his career. Here's what he said.
He was the one who really figured me out as a player and realized that we had it all wrong and that they just threw some plays out there one day and said, just go play these plays. We've studied you. These are the plays you do. And sure enough, something triggered inside of me. And he figured me out as a player to where even during games when I'd come to the sidelines, usually coaches want to coach you up and do all this. He'd just say, just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Like, he wouldn't say much. At first, it's sort of weird because you're not used to a coach not doing that. But he's like, I trust you. Just go do your thing.
As for Sunday's matchup, Reich's #1 ranked total defense knows it will have its hands full with Foles. Reich telling me, among many other things, Nick is a cool cucumber. He's unflappable. He's a magician with the football. But he also noted, I like our defense. We're looking forward to the contest.
A relationship between between Reich and Foles was in his favor before. Could be used against him this week. It's sort of interesting. So let's talk about Foles' magical Super Bowl run in 2017, of course. What are your realistic, Kyle, expectations with him this week?
It's tough to say because it always is with Nick Foles. It's always up and down. If Nick Foles was just great all the time, he'd probably still be in Jacksonville. In fact, he'd probably still be in Philadelphia, and I mean the first time, like the Chip Kelly time. Of course Nick Foles comes off the bench last week and does a miracle, and that's what he does. He's the miracle man. He's magic. You got to see now every week. Is he the starter? Is he the guy who's like, yes, I am a franchise quarterback, despite this being my 5th or 6th stop? I will say this. He does some things really well. He's really good at the RPOs, which I think Mitch was here and there on, and more than anything, he throws a great deep ball. Trubisky, who we replaced, was 2 of 15 this year going deep. Got to talk to Tyrann Mathieu a few weeks ago. He says Nick Foles by far is the most underrated deep passer in all of football. That will help a lot. But listen, if he comes out and Nick Foles is not great and he struggles, none of us are going to be shocked. We have seen it before. The thing is, he's great in the emergencies. What about every single day? He's got to prove it still.
He's just such a special player. And when guys get on the Nick Foles magic carpet ride, it's hard to bring it down.
Yep.
And last week was the Nick Foles magic carpet ride. We've seen it so many times before. At this stage in my career, I'm not going to doubt Nick Foles in any stage of his. This could be a Super Bowl team if Nick Foles does what Nick Foles does when his team starts believing in him. I mean it. They got a great defense. They've got great weapons at wide receiver. Nagy can call a play like anybody. And now you've got this guy who everyone believes in, jumps all in on, and has a Super Bowl MVP in his back pocket. I don't think he was terrible in Jacksonville. I think he got hurt in Jacksonville. Who knows what could have happened? They moved on, and that's fine, and Minshew's going to be a great story. I don't know if he should have necessarily been not re-signed in Philly. You look at things right now with the Eagles fans, and of course hindsight is very, very 20/20 on this one, and it's very easy for me to sit here. Are Eagles fans thrilled that Nick Foles is now on his 2nd team since being an Eagle, or would they rather just have him in the building somehow, some way? I think the Bears could do it this year. I really do. I didn't think that was necessarily Trubisky. Now I feel good. Foles, he's a magical player, and I'm here to watch wherever this thing goes.
Yeah, hindsight is 20/20, and 20/20 is unpredictable. But the one thing we can predict is that first game always is good to watch when it's Nick Foles, right? That first game with the Eagles. I remember that Jags touchdown he threw. He got hurt on throwing an absolute dot to, I believe, DJ Chark. And then he comes in last week, and he does what we thought he would do. It's kind of like when you're wearing an outfit, and you're like, I don't like this one. And then you go change, and that second outfit is money. And you're like, ooh, I feel good. And you have great energy. Your words are flowing well. You have a certain bop in your step. But then when you put that same outfit on next week or the week after, it doesn't have that same pop. So the question is, are they going to have that same pop? Are they going to have that same energy? Are they going to have that same enthusiasm? Because last week it was different. He was coming off the bench. Now he's sitting on the sideline when the game starts. It's up to the guys surrounding Nick Foles to create that same type of energy, that same type of magic that Nick Foles always seems to possess.